Hello, welcome back to my Magic the Gathering series. Today we are going to be playing a Soul Sisters variant for Pioneer, or really should I say Soul Brothers, mainly because we won't be using the normal Soul Sisters package of Soul Warden and Soul's Attendant. So, for our land, we've got 2 Castle Ardenvale, 4 Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, and just 16 planes. We are a mono white deck after all, so for our instance, in sorceries, we've got 2 Brave the Elements. It's kind of catch-all to protect our creatures or get damage through. 4 Raise the Alarm for 2 1/1 minis, and 4 Serval Exhibition again for the same. Enchantments, so we've got 4 Ajani's Welcome, 3 Authority of the Consuls, and 2 Legion's Landing. Ajani's Welcome is one of our Soul Brothers. Authority of the Consuls is a kind of pseudo-Soul Brother as well. Now to our creatures. So we've got 4 Ajani's Primate, which can get very large if it manages to stick around. 4 Impassioned Orators, which is another one of our Soul Brothers. 3 Linden the Steadfast Queen, which comes in really good obviously for the extra life gain. And because our deck is pretty much mono white, 4 Righteous Valkyrie, so when we get to our 27 life, we get a buff from the Righteous Valkyrie that will protect our team. And the big one at the end is 4 Archangel of Thune. Now this can go absolutely bonkers with all the triggers from life gain, put +1/+1 counters on everything we control. And even when we attack with Linden and other white creatures, the team gets even bigger. To our sideboard, so we've got 3 Rest in Peace against any graveyard shenanigans, 2 Hushwing Griff against any Enter the Battlefield triggers, 3 Sundering Growth against the usual artifacts and enchantments, and if we've got tokens out we can populate from that as well. We've got 4 Leyline of Sanctity for any burn or Thoughtseize packages, and 3 Pithing Needle, generally against planeswalkers but will work against other things as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it and see how our Soul Brothers do. Well, here we are up against Death Punched, and we are on the draw. So, we're going to keep that. They play a Forest, an Elf. So playing Plains and getting the Authority of the Consuls out. So we're playing against Elves, Green Stompy, Rootbound Crag. So it's Gruul Stompy then possibly. Oh, Tepic Huntmaster, so it's dinosaurs. Gruul dinosaurs. We'll get the Plains out and we'll get one of them Passioned Orators out. A Regisaur Alpha. This isn't going too well. With the Castle Ardenvale, we'll get one of the Righteous Valkyries out. Luckily we do have the 2 Righteous Valkyries and an Archangel, but we don't have the mana for the Archangel at the moment. Gulta, oh my god. Hopefully we'll draw some lands pretty quickly. I'm getting them for 4, we'll take that. Play the other Righteous Valkyrie. So that's them pumped up now. So just getting them for quite a bit. So we'll block 2 of them. Take the 12 from the Galter. Marauding Raptor. There's another planes. So we'll get an Impassioned Orator out. Then we can play the Raise the Alarm. That will take us up to 23. Gallic. So look at the top 5 cards. Ripjaw Raptor. Gold comes back in again for another 12. If we can get Archangel out, then we might stand a chance. As it stands at the moment, well, we're holding on, but the gold is going to cause problems. There's the Ripjaw Raptor. It's going to draw a card with that and look at the top 5 cards again. We've got a Marauding Raptor. So they're getting them for 18 now. So we'll have to block one of them. Luckily enough, it doesn't have trample. I'd be blocking Galter if it did. If that didn't have trample. So there's we can get the Archangel in now. Which will pump the team a bit. Make them all 4/4, so that's quite good. We'll look at the top 5 again. Get a Ripjaw Raptor and an Elvish Mystic. Coming in for 16. Good enough there we can triple block the Galter and block the Ripjaw Raptor. So they draw a card. Play the planes. Get Linden out. Create another creature, get another couple of +1/+1 counters. We get the GGs. So we are going to make no changes to the deck at the moment. Just keeping it as is. So look at this. Forest and a Landlocked Elf. We'll play the planes and get a Johnny's Welcome out. Mountain, a Marauding Raptor. I'm going to get in for 1. So we'll get the Legion's Landing out. Get a 1/1. Gain 1. register alpha again. So block the marauding raptor with the lifelinker and use brave the elements to keep it alive. The castle Arden again will get the Chinese pride mate out. We're coming in with pretty much everything again. We'll take it. There's a Nykthos. We can't play the other Nykthos, so we can't get the Archangel out just now, so we'll play the Raise the Alarm. They're not going to allow us to gain any life from that, so Pride Mate isn't going to grow any bigger. Wood Crasher. So they're coming in with everything there. Yeah. Block that. Pretty much blocking everything. And they get another 6/6 and up. So again we'll make no changes. We'll just keep the deck as is. And we'll play it back out again. So we'll keep this. Play the planes. We've got an Impassioned Orator for the next turn. And we've got lots of tokens that are going to create lots of life, hopefully. Rootbound Crash. Hopefully if we can draw an Archangel Thune, then that would be great. Johnny's Welcome. We'll get the Impassioned Orator out. If we can draw another land, we can get Johnny's Welcome and maybe Raise the Alarm or something out. Mountain. One Elf. So there's the Archangel. We just need the lands for it now. Play the Servo. Make proper use of our mana. Get in for 2. Unlikely they're going to block with our 1/1. We'll play another Rootbound Crag. Another Llanowar Elf. And a Primal Might. Alright, so they've killed the Impassioned Orator. There's the Nykthos. We'll get the Johnny's Welcome out and maybe get the Servo Exhibition. Get in for an attack. Don't mind if they trade. Another Llanowar Elf, quite a few dorks. I've got all the dorks now. And Otepec Huntmaster. There's another Plains. So we can get the Valkyrie out. Not quite at 27 yet, but we can get to 27 probably with the Raise the Alarm next turn. Another Mystic. There's a Mystic this time, I should say. So we can get the Archangel out now. Let's go a double pumper team. And they get the GGs. Here we are against Archaeantus. So mulligan that, we are on the draw. We'll keep that and put back a Plains. They're going to thought seize us. They take a servo exhibition. There's planes. Fabled Passage. Get the next thoughts out, get them. Passionate Orator. Another Fabled Passage. Liliana's Triumph. Now we can get a Righteous Valkyrie out. Some kind of mono black control. Fatal Push. We'll play the Righteous Valkyrie again. More removal. Removal for days. Authority of the Consoles. And we'll get the Impassioned Orator out. We're going to get in for 2. Play the Japanese Primate. Doesn't really look as if it's going my way. They do only have one card left, a Liliana Walker of the Dead. I'm going to give that -X as well. Get in for 2. There's another Impassioned Orator. Discard the Nixos. No point attacking. I'm getting rid of our field Nixos. So we'll just grab our planes. There's a Righteous Valkyrie. That may help us take care of Liliana. Castle Lochthwain. We lose another 3 life. We draw a card. No attacks. There's another Righteous Archangel. Righteous Valkyrie, I should say. So we'll attack Liliana. Play the other Valkyrie. Fabled Passage. Liliana Vess. There was another 3. And I'm going to look through the library for a card. Not really what we wanted, but we'll get in on both of them, both the Lilianas. So we'll take one of them out. Draw the Castle Lochthwain again. Get them for 2. Probably should have played that Plains. Crux of Fate. And Johnny's Welcome, not exactly what we wanted to see. Liliana Walker of the Dead again. Legion's Landing, so we're not really going to be keeping anything by the looks of things. There's a fair push. Liliana the Last Hope. Yeah. So, we're going to bring in our 4 Leyline of Sanctity and 3 Pithing Needles, and we'll take out the 3 Authority of the Consuls, 1 Ajani's Primate, 2 Brave the Elements, and 1 Servo Exhibition. Hopefully that will work out better for us. A lot of land, I think we'll mulligan that. We'll keep that. We've got a ley line there. Put back the raise the alarm. Forgot to play an island. A land. Play the Plains. Get Ajani's Welcome out. Gifted Aetherborn. Play the Legion's Landing. And we'll play the other one as well. Doesn't matter which one we keep. We've got Blaststone now. There's a Liliana the Last Hope to ping all our tokens. Impassioned Orator out. There goes another token. Play the Ajani's Welcome. And then get Ajani's Primate out. A few counters on it. Let's see if they've got any removal for it though. Yep. Looks like a Swift End. Put our Impassioned Orator down to a 0-1. Liliana the Last Hope's very close to ultimate. Play the servo exhibition. All the life in the world isn't going to help us if that Liliana ultimates. There's a languish. Play another Gifted Aetherborn. So there's a Raise the Alarm. Are they going to ultimate just now then? Nope. Why not? Oh, they probably want to keep it around for something. I would have just ultimated it myself. Then we've got a Pithing Needle. But it's not really going to do much because they've got the Blast Zone still. And if we'd named Blast Zone, then Liliana would still ultimate. If we named Liliana, then Blast Zone's just going to take care of it. Yep, we're going to be winning this one anytime soon. Yep, that's us. So here we are up against Creature of Day, and that's definitely going to be a mulligan. We'll keep that and put back a servo exhibition. Well, we probably should have put back the Archangel. Play the Castle Ardenvale. To Urborg. There's a Deathrite Shaman. We'll get Ajani's Welcome down. Stomping Ground tapped. They're going to get in for 1. Play the other Ajani's Welcome. Blood Crypt tapped. So is this just some kind of Jund deck? Deathrite Shaman comes in again for another 1. Play the Pride Mate. Make it 4-4. Let's see if they've got any removal. They've got a Fail Push. And Blood Crypt tapped. No attacks that turn. Play the Plains. We'll get the Legion's Landing out, and I'll raise the alarm. They're probably going to use the Deathrite Shaman to get rid of the Pride Mate. Target to raise the alarm, deal to us 2 damage. This in Quagmire. So we'll get another raise the alarm out. Or we'll get Ajani's. Get Ajani's Pride Mate out. We're going to have more removal. Colligan's Command, so we're going to kill the Vampire token and make us discard a card. So we'll get rid of the raise the alarm. And I'll get rid of the Passionate Orator. Gaining 2. Nissa. Big 5/5 land. And we definitely need more land now. That should help. I'll put us over the 27 and it'll buff the team. So we can get in with the Japanese primate. See if we can get rid of Nisa. So I'm going to unblock with the Blood Crypt. They're going to take the other raise the alarm, so that's going to debuff our team. And they've got an emblem now, an Assassin's Trophy. Grim Flare. Serval Exhibition. So Japanese primate's definitely going to get pumped by quite a bit. Again, going for an attack for 10. Just need one more land to get the Archangel out. I'll get rid of the Serval Exhibition, give us another 2. Draw a card with Nissa. Emblem. And there's another Assassin's Trophy on the Japanese primate. That will give us the land we need now for the Archangel. Let's just hope they don't make us discard anything now. Draw a card with Castle Lochthwain. There's an Impassioned Orator, so we can get the Archangel out. Pump our team. And get in for 12. They're going to block one of them. Tap it to get rid of the Japanese primate. Gain 2, so they'll take 10. Draw another card. Crack the Rolling Wells to draw another card. Obviously digging, I would think. And we get the GGs. So here we're going to bring in our 3 Pithing Needles. We'll take out the 2 Brave the Elements and 1 Serval Exhibition. Hopefully the Pithing Needles will stop their Planeswalkers, even though we did only see one of them. Brave the Elements are obviously good against removal, but we'll keep that. Death Rage Shaman. So we'll play the Plains and get the Authority of the Consuls out. We've got Evolving Wells. Crack that and get a Forest. Death Rage Shaman to get another land and to get a Grim Flare. So we gain a life from that. So we'll play the Plains and get the Impassioned Orator out. Another Colligan's Command. We'll make a discard a card. So we'll discard the Japanese primate. I think the other 3 are kind of more important. So they keep both cards on top of the Grim Flare. So there's a Plains. So we'll get Linden out. There's a Thoughtseize. And they take the Archangel. There's a Pithing Needle. So we'll play that and we'll name Nissa. Although we could name Death Rage Shaman as well, but it's not really that much of a problem, to be honest. And we'll play the 2 for the Serval Exhibition. and we'll get an attack for 3. And there's an abrupt decay on London. Coming in with the Grim Flare again. Put both on top. There's a Righteous Valkyrie. So we'll play that. Obviously get the other one out the next turn. It's not going to be quite enough to get us up to the 27 life, but there's another Deathrite. There's a Castle Ardenvale. So we'll get the Righteous Valkyrie out. Gain 4 off that. And we can get in for 2. There comes the Grim Flare. Should we have blocked that? Probably, actually. So 4-4 with Trample. So we'll get in for 4. There's an Assassin's Trophy. An Overgrown Tomb tapped, and we've got a Scavenging Ooze. Coming in for 4. That was a bit of a wasted effort, because it's got Trample. I've completely forgot about that. There's a Johnny's Primate. Fail push on that. Get in for another 2. They're coming in for 6 now. I'll put both cards on top. Just another Plains. We'll make a token. Attack for the 2 again. There's a Fry. That's us. I think we're able to win this one. So for this, we're going to make no changes. We'll keep it as the same as it was with the 3 Pithing Needles in. So we'll play the Plains. Evolving Welds. Get the Nykthos out and we'll get the Impassioned Orator out. They're cracking the Evolving Welds and getting a Swamp. Fabled Passage there, Thoughtseize. We take the Righteous Valkyrie. There's an Ajani's Primate. So play the Ajani's Primate. And get an attack for 2. Crack the Fabled Passage for a Forest. Another Swamp, there's a Deathrite Shaman. And a Fail Push. There's an Archangel. We'll get the servo exhibition out. Still need a couple of land for the Archangel, but if we can get the Linden down, then that'll help to hopefully get the Archangel out. We'll target the revolving mills to get mana. There's Nisa. Taking a 5/5. No attacks. There's a Righteous Valkyrie. Don't want Nisa to ultimate next turn, so we'll attack with the 2 tokens. There's a Courser. Stomping Ground. Gain a life. Use the death rate on the Fabled Passage, and there's a Cinder Vines. So there's another Nykthos. We'll get the Raise the Alarm out. That's going to deal us 1, but we'll gain 2 from it. And we'll attack Nisa. There's Vraska there on top. Tireless Tracker. Clue token. Crack the Fabled Passage. Thinking Vraska away. There's a Cloth Thistle. There's another Vraska, so get rid of a Righteous Valkyrie. Things are not looking good at the moment. So there's a plane, so we can get Linden out. Vraska shouldn't be able to take care of her because there's only one loyalty counter on her. They gain some more life, draw some more cards. There's Clothis. And a 5/5. No attack still. So play the Nykthos, gain some more devotion to white. Tap the last one. We'll play Archangel first. Leaving 2 for the servo exhibition. I'm going to draw a card. So we get a couple of tokens on the team. Attack with everything. We get even more tokens. So they're going to take 8. Vraska could kill Linden, but I think the damage is done obviously with the Archangel. Cursor. Clue token. And we get the GGs. And here we are up against Pyroslaver. We've played them quite a few times. And I think we will mulligan this. We'll keep this. And get rid of our planes. We've got 4 land there, so that's quite good. We'll play the planes and get the Ajani's Welcome out. Let's see what they're playing. There's Swamp. and Thoughtseize. So I'm guessing they're going to take the Impassioned Orator, since we're nowhere near casting the Archangel. And there's another Archangel. An Island. Thought Erasure, so are we playing some kind of Demure control? There's a Righteous Valkyrie, so we'll play that. Gain a life. Another Island. There's a Raise the Alarm. So we'll play the Raise the Alarm. And there's a Negate. In for an attack with 2. Clearwater Pathway. And there's a Servo Exhibition. Get that out. A Sinister Sabotage. Keeps the card on top of the library. Get in for another 2. Field of Ruin. Narset, part of Veils. There's Ashiok, Nightmare Muse on top. Oh, it's in their hand now, I should say. Play the Castle Ardent Veil. Get in for an attack on Narcissus, they can't draw another card. There's an Eliminate. There's Ashiok. And I create a 2-3. Servo Exhibition, so we'll play that. Fabled Passage. I'm going to crack that right away. For an island. There's a Shark Typhoon. Yeah, there's nothing we're going to do here, so just concede. So we're going to bring in the 3 Pithing Needles and the 3 Sundering Growth against the Planeswalkers and the Shark Typhoon. And we'll take out the 3 Authority of the Consuls, 2 Brave the Elements and 1 Legion's Landing. Never saw any real creatures for this authority to deal with, so that's pretty much a useless card. We'll keep this. Play the Castle Ardent Veil. It's just a pity we don't have an untapped land. Could have got Legion's Landing out straight away. There's a swamp. They have a Thoughtseize to go with it. And yes, they do. So which token producer are they going to take? The Legion's Landing. There's another servo exhibition, so we'll play a servo exhibition. There's a drowned catacombs. There's a plains. Get in for an attack for 2. Take it. We'll get another servo exhibition out. Oh, we get the GGs. Okay, early doors in the game, but I'll take it. So we're not going to make any changes for this game. We're just going to keep it the same way as it was before, with 3 Pithing Needles and the 3 Sundering Growth. That's only 1 land, so we'll definitely mulligan that. Keep that. And I guess we'll put back London. On Watery Graves, so they're going to play the Thoughtseize. They're going to take the Pithing... No, take the Legion's Landing. Okay. So we'll play the Pithing Needle then. And we'll name Narset. Don't want them drawing earlier cards. Or sifting through their deck to sort themselves out. Play the second plains, we'll get the Passionate Orator out. There's a failed push. Clearwater Pathway. Nothing else. There's another plains, so we'll get the Japanese Parade Mate out. Nothing else to play. No removal so far. Swap. Wonder if they've got a Narset in their hands. And there's another plains. We'll get in for an attack for 2. Watery Grave tapped. No other place. Play the Castle Ardenvale. Get in for an attack for 2. And then we'll play the Righteous Valkyrie. That sticks. Okay. What did they have in their hand then? There's an extinction event. So we're going to keep at least one of them anyway. So now let's keep the Righteous Valkyrie. There's another Sundering Growth. So, get in for 2. There's an Eliminate. So we'll create a token. There's a Linden. Okay, so we'll get that out. That being met with a Surveil. Sinister Sabotage. Surveil, what am I saying? Put the card on top of the library. So we'll attack for 1. Okay, we'll get in for 1. Play the Plains. What we're doing here. And dig through time. So let's see what they got. Another Thoughtseize. So they're going to take one of our Sundering Plains. That's fine. There's an Ashiok. So create another token. Guessing you're going to create a 2-3. Well, there's another Pithing Needle, so we can name Ashiok now. That was a lucky draw. We've still got enough to put a token into play. Don't think we'll attack, because even if they block, they can still get cards off the top of our library. And some of them are quite good. Crack Fable Passage for an island. Surprised they're not getting rid of the Castle Ardenvale in the Field of Ruin, though, to be honest. Ended our turn, so we'll create another token. There's an Archangel. Not gaining any life, so it's not going to put anything on the team. It's met with a Sinister Sabotage. And we get the GGs. So how well did we do in the end? Well, the deck went in total 5 and 4. We had a number of games that were shown, mainly due to either mana screw on my behalf, or we were just completely run over, or my accident forgot to start the recording. The other ones weren't shown. We did lose to a Lotus Field combo, a Green Stompy and a Mono Red. But we did win against a kind of Rakdos Devoid deck and a Green White Enchantments. As for any changes to the deck, yes, there's definitely some changes I would make. These are some cards I later found out about, and I do not know why they weren't included in the deck in the first place. So, first things first is the Servo exhibition has to come out. They're colourless creatures and they don't work well with Linden or Brave the Elements at all. Although they do give you good 1/1 bodies. Instead of those, you could put in either Rally for the Throne, which will give you 2 1/1 white creatures and allow you to gain life at the same time, or Secure the Wastes. Secure the Wastes, I think, would be probably a better go-to, because we'll have more triggers from more creatures. They are an instant as well, so they can be played at the end of our opponent's turn. And they are white as well. Some other changes. I would think about taking out Brave the Elements. Other cards to include. As to what I would take out exactly, I'm not 100% sure. But Daxos, Blessed by the Sun, would be another Soul Brother. So you could take the Brave the Elements for him and put 2 of them in. Maybe 3 at a push. And the other one is Heliod. Now, with all the triggers we get, Heliod's ability, static ability of put a +1/+1 counter on a creature and gain life, will pump the team quite considerably, given the amount of triggers we would get from creatures coming into play or when we attack, especially if we've got London on the table. So it is a kind of backup to Archangel of Thune to pump the team and make things a bit tougher. Another possibility is Griffin Eyrie for flying creatures, or Mastery of the Unseen. For our sideboard, we could bring in Heliod's Intervention instead of the Sundering Growth. That also it does exactly the same as the Sundering Growth, apart from the Populate, but the Heliod's Intervention does have a life gain aspect to it as well. And Deafening Silence. I found the Deafening Silence would have been very good against the mono red and the low seal combo. So there's another one that you could easily bring in for the sideboard. I really did enjoy playing the deck. I have played Soul Sisters a number of times in Modern, and I enjoy the archetype. So who knows, maybe we'll play the deck again in Pioneer with some of the changes I've mentioned, and we'll see how we do then. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Maybe even play against you. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. YouTube is showing you a couple of videos you might like. Comment down below. Remember to give a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!